Karine from Bella Therapy. Today I'm in an awesome location, although it is quite a loud location as I'm right next to a railway, so I do apologise now. But I will try and do the best that I can. So I am actually in my old hometown here of Berkhamsted, and I'm standing in a 12th century Berkhamsted castle. There's not much left, to be honest. There's just little pieces kind of dotted around, so you can see behind me there. You can also see on that side and that side there, and then you've got this big kind of moundy thing there. So it's a Motte and Bailey castle. It was built for Henry III's brother called Richard, and he was one of the wealthiest people in England, which is, to be fair, you know, if your brother's king, what do you expect? You are going to be wealthy, aren't you? So he basically added on to this. In the end, you know, it had a deer park. Incidentally, where the trains are going past, which is quite a fair few feet away from here, that was a third moat. So he had 3 moats as well. Today, only really 2 exist. Well, actually not, yeah, kind of 2 exist. There's kind of one there, as you can see. It's not very full of water at the moment. But this is an awesome place, and it's really nice to kind of go back home, as this is my home. So it's really nice to go back to my childhood home to do this. So today I'm going to concentrate primarily on social anxiety, and I'm going to, because obviously we're now coming out of lockdown, so there's a lot more people around, and in fact there's actually quite a lot of people here today as well. Even though the weather isn't actually that amazing, and it's actually looking like it's going to rain, and it's actually quite cold, but still there's a lot of people here. So again, you know, if you're coming out and you have a social phobia, and then suddenly there's all these people, it can be pretty horrific actually. So what I want to do is I want to give you 3 tips today to help with social phobia. So my tip number 1 is quite a big one, but it is expose yourself slowly. I know you're probably alarmed at the fact that I'm even saying that, but expose yourself slowly to the anxiety, not fast. So don't be like, right, well, I need to go out and get milk, so I'm going to go to Tesco's and there'll be a million people there and I'll have a meltdown. Because that will not help, and it will actually make things a lot worse and carry on that cycle. So what you really need to do is plan it slowly. So, you know, start off from the very beginning. So say, for example, if you're socially phobic about seeing people, expose yourself really slowly to seeing people. You know, speak to one person who you are really good friends with, and make sure you're safe and comfortable with them, and then get them slowly to get you speaking to someone else, but again in an extremely slow process. Don't do anything where it's going to be too much, too soon, too quick, because again it will make you go backwards. So that's tip number 1. Tip number 2 is become an active listener. Now, I know that can be quite hard, and you know, especially if you're socially anxious, you know, you will concentrate on asking yourself questions while someone else is speaking, and you will be going, are they judging me? Oh, does I look okay? Is my hair okay? What if I say something wrong? Try to not do that. I know it's hard. I know it's really hard. And as I said, DM me any kind of questions or anything you kind of want to, any kind of more information that you want, because again I can kind of give you kind of step by step on what you can do and what you can do to try and learn to actively listen, and the same with how to expose yourself slowly as well. I can do that and help you with that. So do DM me if you do kind of need help with any of these tips for today. So yeah, number 2 is to actively listen, to concentrate all your focus and attention on what that person is saying in front of you, even if they're chatting absolute rubbish. Just go with it, go with it. So that is tip number 2. And then tip number 3, instead of going when you know, when you've managed to get out and you've managed to socialize with people, that, or you've managed to get into kind of an uncomfortable situation, you've gone through it and you've come out the other side, don't say to yourself, phew, that's over, oh, I never have to do that again, woof, good. Don't do that, because, sorry, there's a train. Don't do that, because again, it makes it so much worse, because you're fueling that with that one negative thought. You are fueling it to cycle and cycle and cycle. So have an alternative way of thinking. Say, right, so I managed to get through this. How can I learn from this? What can I take away? What can I do better next time, or not do next time, or not say next time, or whatever, you know? So try to learn from that experience rather than seeing it as something that is absolutely horrific, which I know it technically is, but as I said, if you can see it from a slightly different point of view, sorry, there's people being really loud, but I'm nearly done now. If you can see people from like a totally different viewpoint, then it can really, really help. But anyway, I will leave it now because it's getting extremely loud here. And there's getting to be quite a lot of people. So I will leave it for now, but thank you so much for joining me today. And as I said, please do DM me if you have any questions, or you need any help with anything. Then please do get in touch. Also, please like this, comment on it, subscribe on YouTube, because I've got my own little YouTube channel now, yay. And really, you know, share it as well. Share it with people you know, because at the end of the day, that's the most important thing, is sharing it and getting it out to other people. So thank you so much for your time, and I look forward to speaking to you guys again from my hometown, and from Berkhamsted Castle. I wish you a lovely rest of the week, and speak soon. All right.